Officials in central Israel spending Sunday morning attempting to extinguish the fires left behind from a rocket attack sent from inside Yemen's borders.
The operations were carried out with a new hypersonic ballistic missile that managed to reach its target. The enemy's defense systems failed to intercept it.
Yemen's Houthi militants claiming responsibility for the attack, which saw air raid sirens ring out across Tel Aviv and beyond through the dawn hours of Sunday morning. No deaths or injuries were reported as a result of the strike, but a Houthi spokesperson is threatening more attacks are to come.
The Israeli enemy should expect more strikes and special operations to come as we approach the first anniversary of the October 7th operation, including responding to its criminal aggression and continuous operations on the oppressed Palestinian people.
This threat compounded with Sunday morning's attack, prompting Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to promise retaliation.
The Houthis know by now that we are exacting a heavy price for every attempt to harm us. Whoever attacks us will not evade our strike. Hamas is already learning this through our determined action, which will bring about its destruction and the release of all our hostages.
In the Gaza Strip, the risk of disease, famine, and death continues to envelop those still trapped in the territory. To make matters worse for civilians, United Nations staff in the besieged enclave say they now fear they've become targets in the war after an Israeli airstrike hit a school-turned-shelter Wednesday, killing 6 UNRWA workers.
We call on all parties to the conflict to respect that respects UN facilities and respect the fact that these facilities are never to be used for military activities.
As the war approaches the one-year mark, calls to end the conflict have arguably reached an all-time high. In Tel Aviv, tens of thousands took to the streets Saturday night to once again demand Netanyahu seal a ceasefire and hostage release deal.
Will show sympathizing with the families of the kidnapped, which Netanyahu intentionally deserted.
As seen in weekends prior, the protest ended in an intense clash with Israeli police. Mass demonstrations in Israel have ramped up in the past 2 weeks after the bodies of 6 hostages were recovered from Gaza. For City News, I'm Karling Donoghue.